Good morning. It is currently 6:30 a.m. on Tuesday, February 17th, 2015. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. First day back getting up at the normal time for a normal work day after a long weekend. And I was out a little later than usual because my improv classes are on Mondays for this term. But just due to the weather and the weird pattern of kept being bad weather on Mondays, we had missed 2 weeks in a row. Usually we have it every week, but in this case, not one but two consecutive instances had to be canceled because of the weather, and so it had been a long time. And because it would mess up their schedule, I mean, when you have a once a week class, missing two in a row is kind of a big deal, and so in order to make it up, we have one extra session, but then we're also having that extra session and then two additional regular sessions be longer to basically, try to make up the difference. So to replace two normal sessions, we have one extra, but then three total, including that extra, will be longer than usual in order to make the same amount of time that would have been taken up before. I'm sure all of these schedule logistics are fascinating. The point is that I was out later than I normally would be on a weeknight. I'm a little tired. I'm doing okay. I haven't had any caffeine yet. I like improv. I mean, this is something I've said before, but it was really nice to get back to it. I missed it when I wasn't doing it anymore. And right now we're doing a lot of longer runs of scenes, which is a little bit more like you might expect to see in a show, where instead of it always being just like a game of some kind, like if you've seen Whose Line Is It Anyway, they end up playing a lot of games, improv games, like, oh, party guests, this so-and-so is coming to a party, and Luna just ran into the room like he was running away from something, and I'm suspicious. Anyway, party guests, and like so-and-so is coming to a party, but they have a weird quirk, and the host has to figure out what it is, or sing a song about whatever. But in this case, it's tending to be a lot more just scenes, that could be just about anything. We'll get a suggestion, and then we'll do, two people will do one scene, and then someone tags out one of those people, and they do a scene based on that first scene, and then you just kind of keep going like that for a while, and that's kind of fun. You get into a rhythm of it. What we're practicing in this particular class is a lot of editing points and ways to move from one scene to another, and understanding when is the best time to do that. For example, certainly if a scene looks like it has run out of steam and the people in it are just kind of floundering, as being a good support team member, you want to come in and rescue them with some new information. But what you can also do, for example, is if something interesting has just been said between two characters, like one of them was saying, do you have any idea how hard it is to find an elephant at this hour? What you might do is you might tag the person he's talking to out, and then cut to a scene where that guy's been trying to find an elephant at that hour and not having any luck. It's like, sorry, sir, we closed the elephant counter at 8 o'clock. That sort of thing. Also just walk-ons and just editing points in general, and it's something that it's pretty exciting. I like the improv a lot. It's been rewarding taking these classes so far. Not to mention the fact that I feel like I've just met a lot of really cool people there. One of my favorite bits that I got to do in the class last night was that I was a farmer, with my farmer husband, that we were trying to grow tomatoes, and we weren't having a lot of luck, and we were relying on the Farmer's Almanac until another farmer came in and told us, you know what, Farmer's Almanac's been debunked. And we were really upset, but we couldn't figure out what was really happening. And due to a weird couple of misstatements, which in improv, you know, when you say something weird, it ends up becoming a gift and you run somewhere with it. And so in this particular case, what ended up happening is that I became the living embodiment of the almanac. You know, like Neo was the one in the Matrix. It's like I became the human almanac. So I knew all about what would come in the future, but only, you know, related to things that might be in a farmer's almanac. Anyway, so I think that's probably it for today. Remember, you can find all of my stuff at christianaellis.com, and I will talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.